than none. A lamp without eddy, a road without sun. The cavern has corners where names will not go. I whisper them anyway, they fall like snow. The forms that once fluttered, now cinders on slate. A ledger lies open, but not on a date. The pen is a relic that trembles to write. The page is an ember that refuses light. There is a hush, there is a ring. Silence wears a crown, silence will sing. Alone in the cavern I learn what I fear. Silence is closer than any ear. I lean to the darkness, I ask it to speak. It answers with nothing. That answer is bleak. If Eddie could call me, he would with a grin. He would say steady, then point where to begin. But footsteps are mine now, and smaller than stone. I measure the pathway by being alone.
Walk, just walk. Hear the drip, count the breaths.
The map is a bruise on the wall of this depth. The compass turns slowly, the needle is ash. The ceiling writes messages in a slow flash. Alone in the cavern, the air will advise. Breathe in the cold, let honest eyes rise. If nothing will answer, I carry the ask. If no one will guide me, I shoulder the task. Alone, not gone. Alone, still on. Alone, hold on. A step, then another, the echo agrees. The quiet becomes a kind of key. I pocket the hush like a fragile stone. alone in the cavern, but not unknown.
Keep close, the route is clear. Hold the guidebook high, hold away your fear. Every turn is planned, every sight is kind. We have photos to prove what you hope to find. The walls wear smiles that flake like paint. The signs are promises made by a saint. But chalk marks wash in a hidden seep. The truth runs thin, the footing is steep. Round and round I go, round and round I go. The entrance is the exit, I never seem to know. Confidence erosion, drip by drip by drip. Numbers on the posters, script by script by script. The cave sells certainty, the floor sells doubt. You buy a shining story, the path cuts out. Now glance to your left, a vista so wide. A future that glitters, a river of pride. Take this pamphlet, it glows in the dark. Follow all arrows, ignore the stark. Carla circles, tire lights blur. A smile that has learned how to infer. The loop is a ribbon that ties her feet. Every mile completed returns to the street. Round and round I go, I wave at the door. If I get closer, it moves once more. Confidence erosion, drip by drip by drip. Metrics pose as mountains, sip by careful sip. A promise in the brochure, a price in the cave. You cheer for the pathway that will not save. Please look here, this chart shows proof. Up and to the right, a gilded roof. Pay no mind to the section below. That is a drafting error, best not to know. These lines are sand, these arrows slide. A smile can sell an errand when it sleeps. Confidence erosion, drip by drip by drip. Tour lights fade to halo, grip by failing grip. Carla calls a circle, I hear the hidden sea. The cave keeps the secret that starts the dream. Round and round I go, the sign says home, but home moves deeper where I cannot
that swallows names, a bridge in pieces, a field of frame. I call to the faces that once were near. They answer with vapor, they answer with fear.
Stand by. I have a plan that fits. A toolkit, a shortcut, a bundle of kits. One tweak, one trick, a limited time. Step back from the ledge, sign here on the line.
Your shoulders, eyes on me. Discipline now, and grit will be free. You do not need context, you need a push. Leap when I say, do not mind the hush. The rope looks sturdy, the knot looks fast, but wind tells stories of future and past. Attrition Abyss, a mouth without floor. It sings like a promise, it feeds like a war. If help is a slogan that cannot stay, the ledge will remember. The feet will give way. I was almost across, I was almost there. He took my name, and fear took my air. I held a letter that burned through my hand. I looked for a railing, This is a chorus that must be sung. Harden your breath, clip in with steel. Pain is a season, not how you feel. We measure the winners, the rest are haze. Step when I say, receive your praise. A chorus of answers that dodge the wound. A drum that is loud, so truth is maroon. Attrition Abyss, a mouth without floor. It bargains with thunder, it counts like a score. The easy salvation arrives in a coat. The lining is weighted, it drags at the throat. I will not sell you to ladders of glass. I tried to return, but bridges were lost. If no one will steady, I anchor the line. I fade, remember my side. Names in the smoke, names in the steam. Write them in ash, cradle a dream. Attrition Abyss, we speak your name. You answer in heat, you answer in flame. I tie what remains to pillars that hold. I choose the heart center that will not be sold. The rope grows quiet, the echo is small. Mia like snow, a soft final fall. I kept a pocket word from him, steady. He said it like a lantern made ready.
We walk the filings of the forge at night.
He pointed at the coal and called it sight. Now every corner wears his grin in chalk. Old jokes in echoes where we used to walk.
I turned to say his name to check the scene.
The space beside me answers like a dream.
He is a note that hides in the core. He is the pause that steadies the word.
Steady and he fades, but not to none. He lives in the rhythm quiet hand rewrites my name. He loved the pages no one praised, the tiny winds the days half raised.
He let the long, slow, patient heart
be proof that iron trusts the heart. He does not vanish, he alters light. He moves from candle into sight. Steady yet he fades, but not to none. He threads through the pulse of what must be done.
when doubt leans heavy on my back.
His steady taps correct the track. If you can hear me, stand by my ear. Teach me the simple, teach me to steer. Not with the thunder that kings adore, but with a breath that counts to 4. Steady, steady, brighten the seams, then point the way. Steady yet he fades like evening rain. The ground remembers and grows a vein.
I write his lesson in the ore.
Hold one life honest, ask no more. A small lamp brightens, the page turns slow. The valley answers, I choose to go. I kept the count until the count kept me. A watchman at a door that none could see. I learned the weight of number and of name. I learned the edge where mercy looks like rain. I held the ledgers when the chill came through.
when winter bit the ink and turned it blue. I promised balance, then I lost the thread. I woke to columns filled with absent bread.
Forgive the steward when the storehouse fails. We listen to the wind through iron rail. This is my tidbits of I cannot carry every weight I kept.
I hand the book to hands that have not wept. 1,000 families stood within my sight. The math grew tall, the rooms ran out of light. I tried to fit the heart into the sum, but coins grow cold and colder I became numb.
Forgive the keeper who mistook the key. The lock was neat, the door was dignity. This is my lament.
My pages grown old, margins in ash, totals in cold. I cannot hold the silence anymore. I set it down upon the floor. Take this ledger, write what I could not. Trade me your courage for all I forgot. If numbers must witness, let them be fair. If fire must answer, teach it to care. This is my lament, then let it end. I give the burden, I trust a friend. Walk where I faltered, climb where I fell. Carry one student out of this well.
I mark a footfall that does not lie. 2, I keep the signals, toss the noise. I guard the human from the toys. If context leaves, the map grows thin. Invite the story, let it in. Steps of data carved in rock, pace with purpose, lock by lock. Lift the honest, lose the show. Step by patient step we go. No trophy here, no pose for praise, just steps that hold on quiet days. Write the rubric, make it kind. Let the model change its mind. Count for care, refine for grace. Keep the person in the place. Steps of data, steady line, not a ladder to the shrine. Just a stair that brings me near to the throne I will not fear. The march grows softer, then is gone. The air waits, I move on. A hall of trophies welded to the bone, a chair of broken charts that makes a throne. The walls are plaques with names that lost their breath. The floor is scores that march themselves to death. At last, the artisan of small regard, you kept your steps, you fought the yard. Behold a siege that rules the year. Kneel to the number that conquers fear. A breath. This crown is clatter. This hush is stage. The ink is hunger. The mirror age. The ranking racket throne, a glittering line. It feeds on the applause, it kills the mind. Trade your compass, trade your soul. Wear the metric, play the role. I know your models, I know your craft. Let me refine them by a darker draft. I tune the rubric so you never fail. A perfect harvest, a perfect tale. Your words are honey poured on coal. They sweeten ash, they sour the whole. If truth is dressed to please the crowd, the quiet breaks the empty loud. Declare the chair that names you king. The prize is hidden in the ring. The ranking racket throne, high and cold, it buys the present, it steals the old. Raise the scepter, bend the knee, count the victory, lose the key. Sit, and I will lift your line. Sit, and you will cross a sign. Sit, and I will still the doubt. Sit, and light will flicker out. The ranking racket throne, I see your scene, a smiling furnace, a poison dream. I do not sit, I stand.
of comfort dressed as skill, of painless triumph and to will. But under velvet waits a chain, a clasp that closes on a veil.
For none to care, a model sealed against all doubt. That is the door I will not mount.
Think of applause, think of acclaim, think of your title carved in flame.
Join the throne, accept the key. All that you see will kneel to thee. Let metrics carry every part. Let numbers do the work of art.
A student waits where ladders break.
I will rebuild them for your sake.
With faux doors only, never steel.
Appearances are how they feel.
If I sit down, the world looks smooth, but something human will not move.
I will not join, I will not bend. The easy crown will find its end. Keep your throne, keep your applause. I stand within a better
I fed the figures, they fed me back. A shine so tidy, a spotless track. I framed the outcome, it framed me too. We both look perfect, neither true. A A chart can smile with sharpened teeth. A curve can hide a loss beneath. If context drowns, the line will sing a siren in a polished ring.
When models do not doubt themselves, they build a church of empty shells.
The numbers lie when they stand alone.
They need a hand, they need a toe. Invite the story, break the glaze. Let messy breath correct the phrase.
I nearly bowed, I nearly sighed. Relief so sweet it blurred the mind. But something small began to cry. A student voice that asked me why.
I turned the graph, I read the scene. I see the tendon of a dream. The numbers lie when they lead the heart. They must be partner, not the start. If they pretend to be the whole, they eat the center of the soul.
Truth is not a single mark. Truth is light inside the dark. Keep the plural, keep the grain. Hold the human in the frame.
The numbers lie when the room grows proud. Bring in questions, speak them loud. Let the measure sit with grace. Let the student set the pace.
One note lingers, the page stays blank. I breathe, I step, I leave the rank.
You ruled with timers tall and thin. You set the worth by who fits in. You made the clock a grinning judge. You told the road it could not budge. I lift the hammer that remembers fire. I call the truth that does not tire. Smash the hourglass, free the grave. Let time for wild like honest rain. No more ticking over fate. We choose the human, not the race. You kept a ladder made of glass. It cut the hands that tried to pass. You called it merit, called it right. It fed the throne, it starved the light. I see the joints, I see the scene. I break the mold to save the dream. Smash the hourglass, break the law of narrow sands that hold the jaw. Let different paths be seen and heard. Give breath to more than one good word. has claimed you break that seal. If fear has bound you, learn to heal. Inferno in ruined towers yield. Hidden passages revealed. Sing the truth that fire could not. Guard the ember others forgot. It cannot stand, it was not real. A clever mask, a crooked wheel. I hold a small and steady light. I find the path that trusts the night. I count the breaths of those who wait. I walk them slowly to the gate. Inferno in ruin, let it fall. Break the crowns that caged us all. Leave the chamber to the ash. Turn your faces from the flash. Loves of tender morn. From collapse a day is born.
We climb from ash, we count again. A street, a bench, a paper pen. The world is small in morning clothes. The day forgives the night that froze.
A student sits and reads the page, her hands still warm from leaving cage. She looks at me not through a lens. We talk like neighbors, not as ends.
I do not sell her brighter skies. I offer room where courage tries.
One student enrolls, the ink is kind. We sign with care, we sign with mind. No trumpet sound, no banners wave. Just two who chose a path to save.
I bring the ledger light and true. We list the help we still must do. We list
like this can build a year. A single flame can bend our fear.
One student enrolls, a quiet start, a patient vow inside the heart. We keep the small, we grow it slow. We let the honest outcome show.
Eddie, we did not win a crown. We warmed a chair in a hopeful town. Ledgerborn, rest your book and sleep. We tend the ember we chose to keep.
One student enrolls.